What is up, YouTube? This is HeyhoBrando. Welcome back to another great video. As you can see, we are back in Dark Souls 2, Sir Bonkus Jr.'s Adventure. Now, you're probably wondering, what the hell happened since the last episode? Well, I'm showing you some things that I got because apparently other files of video got corrupted. So I'm just showing you the stuff that I was able to get. I was able to get the Elite Knight armor set. I was able to get the Favor of Ring of Protection, Havel's ring, and I was able to actually get my level up high enough that I can actually use the hammer now. I had to be level 33 for that, so basically I was just pumping everything into that, and I was able to defeat the Moonlight Butterfly. Now, other than that, that's basically everything that I was able to do. I wish I could have had that, but the video that I had, it was just way too, it was like glitching out, or it was skipping for some reason. I'm not sure what happened on that clip, but it was completely unusable in my opinion, so I just decided in the end just to not use it whatsoever. But we're here now. Hopefully I can get enough onto it, and I'm sorry that you can't see me taking forever and a day for the Moonlight Butterfly to come down so I can smack it around. But either way, let's get back onto here, see what we can do, and get this video started. Next area that we're going to go down to would be down over here to go after the Capra Demon, and also to save the local mage here. Hopefully, I was thinking, like, thank God for the fact of the hammer can one-shot these guys. Like, again, I'm not running on a lot of health right now. I'm still running on base health. Basically, I was just pumping everything into the strength as I possibly could, but had to take this slow, and with, luckily, the Havel ring, I'm able to still medium roll with this, but I just gotta be careful. I can't tank too much onto it, but I do eventually start leveling up my health because we're gonna need the health. We're gonna definitely need the health because eventually we are gonna have to start going after the idea of more heavier armor so we can start tanking a lot of these things. Like, the only reason why I'm having the shield on my person currently is just because of the fact of the extra stamina it gets here. After dealing with some assassins and their dogs, first time trying to go after the Capra Demon, and yeah, I found out pretty quickly that rolling and smacking could take the dogs out very quick. But what I keep forgetting is the fact of I'm pretty slow on here, and the Capra Demon does hit quite quickly. But I was hoping for a fact of me able to just over smack it, but yeah, died again. Well, first time death for the Capra Demon, but overall, at my 7th death that I had right now. Round 2 came back with a vengeance, decided, screw it, we're going to go with old-fashioned bonky bonk stick. It was quicker, just not a lot of damage onto it, and I realized later on that even though as much as I love using the Demon Great Hammer, it's not really that great when it comes to actually fighting certain bosses. So after a while, I just kind of slowly start figuring this out. I don't figure it out until later on, but I mean, with some slow bosses, I could see the Demon Great Hammer being useful, but it's just at the fact of A, I can't take that much damage right now, and B, it's just so slow. But with the victory achieved, we get the key that we need to go to, and we still got a lot more to go here. Making our way down, I almost had a pretty bad scare because of the simple fact I just got whacked by both ends on here, and I'm actually pretty stuck here. I can't get past the dog. I got the butcher wielding person right here. My health is at an all-time low at this point, so I'm freaking out at this point, thinking like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? Luckily, I was able to kill the dog and get the health back up to a more reasonable thing. So having, again, I don't think I would have survived that with the Demon Great Hammer, so I mostly am just starting to basically keep using the first bonk stick that we got, because I mean, like, a lot of bosses won't be will have like a lot of bleed resistance, so using the mace, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to be working all that much, or the, I guess, what is it, the Silver Star? It wouldn't be all that great for me to use, but this will scale with my strength, so obviously with 33 it's going to help us out in the long run, but I don't think I even upgraded it yet, so it's going to have to be another thing I have to do. I probably grind off screen for souls so I can actually level it up, because the only thing I was leveling up is the Demon Great Hammer. kind of hoping that that would be the one weapon I would use throughout the whole thing, but with how things are going, it looks like it probably won't be that much at all. After saving the Pyromancer and also getting the second Butcher at the ready, came down here thinking like, oh, let me get the Soul of Nameless Soldier. I completely forgot about the Blob. Survived that one, and I was like, okay, gotta get out of here. But the problem is for some reason, the text still wouldn't come off, and the damage wasn't only all that good. So I thought like, okay, whatever. Yeah, hate these fucking guys. And the funny thing is, I know this is a challenge run for me, using only hammer weapons, and there's like a lot of weapons I would love to use in this game. I would have loved to use this Y-hander, but I completely forgot that that door is normally locked. You get a key a little bit later on, so I was like, ah, crap, Master Key would have been great here, and because I used the black firebombs to get the Demon Great Hammer early. It wasn't until Joseph, again, gonna leave a link down to his videos and his channel down in the description below. He's doing his own version of Axe Only Run. Check him out down there if you want. Yeah, found out that if I just trade in the sack that you can get the Demon Great Hammer. Learn something new every day, especially for me apparently. Was able to find the key and then use it to get this bonfire, because I have a feeling that I'm going to either A, die a lot, or B, just get extremely unlucky. And I just wanted to have the bonfire here just to have it at the going. Wanted to level up, and like I said, start to level up my health, because we're going to need it. We're definitely going to need it, and I think I'm going to have either my health at 20 or 25 before I really start going into anything else. The strength I feel like I'm good at for now at 33. I do want to bring it up to at least 40 before I stop. But at least with everything else going on, we'll bring that up. We'll bring our stamina up, and then we'll bring up our equipment load so we can actually move relatively better. I can't even remember why I wanted to go after this giant rat. Like, I can't even remember if it was just for the simple fact of me just wanting to see if I could one-hit it or see if I could beat it, but yeah, no, I just decided to go back and try to beat a rat. Saw how hard it hit me and how little I was hitting it. Definitely need to start upgrading this hammer. But hey, was able to get some humanity, went over here to pick up some other things, and you know, a few little souls here and there, but really I'm just going around trying to collect everything I'm going to need for when we get down towards the Gaping Dragon. But yeah, found a slide. Couldn't remember which way to go, but I was like, we'll figure this out eventually. I always hated these little buggers. Always hated them, and the fact of my resistance isn't too high and how quickly it does go up. And again, I have a weapon that's not really doing that much. Like, yeah, 2 hits can take them out, but when you have multiple in the room with you, able to blow those curse thing, I just don't have enough on me to go back all the way to get the thing to free up the curse, and already I almost got cursed right then and there, so I went on the defensive to move quickly. And I think it was a good thing that I did have the regular old club, because I think that with the Demon Great Hammer, yeah, I could have one-shot killed them. I think if I had the Demon Great Hammer, it would have killed me there a few times, so definitely gonna have to upgrade this, like I keep on saying. But hey, we got a new ring. Was almost ready to fight the Gaping Dragon, but then I remembered about this channeler guy up here. I was like, okay, I gotta take him out quickly before I go back down there, because it was like, okay, definitely don't want to have to fight the Gaping Dragon with it being overpowered by him, because of the simple fact of just didn't really feel like it. But yeah, we got that done. Just going over here just to check out if there's any other things, and also too with the fact of the rats dropping a bunch of humanity, because of the fact that I have my humanity at 5. Yeah, mostly I'm just trying to save as much humanity as I can, because I am eventually gonna get the maggot helmet thing that will help us out later on, because I really want to get that before I do the catacombs, for obvious reasons, because don't want to be doing that with that skull lantern on. I'd rather have the helmet on. Alright, doing the fight with the Gaping Dragon with the Demon Great Hammer. This is more so me testing to see how this goes, because don't have a lot of stamina, and I mean, it takes like almost like a chunk, like a good third of my stamina every time I swing it. So I was like, well, let me see how much it does. 282, 564. That's not bad. So it's like we're doing a bit over like 1,000 damage per like 2 cycles. So I was like, okay, well, that can't be too bad. But the problem being is that, again, I'm way too slow, and every time I roll, I have to be careful with that because I'm going to lose stamina and my chance to hit anything. And, well, right then and there you see, again, I die. Decided to try at least one more time with the Demon Great Hammer because, I mean, I did invest a lot of time in this. I did upgrade. I think I have it at +4 at this point, but I have to make sure everything's good. So luckily with this one, I was able to take down the Gaping Dragon. It took a little bit more longer than I thought. I eventually find out a pretty good strat for me, at least, is that I can just roll and then hit with the attack. Does some pretty good damage, and then I have enough time that I can roll the way. But I mean, hey, we got another boss down, and theoretically we should be going down to where Blighttown is, but I just realized that I'm gonna have to do this from the top to the bottom because we don't have the master key, or we can do it from the other way where we have to take the long route down. But I think just for the shits and giggles and the fun of it, we're gonna start from the top and make our way down to the bottom. However, before doing anything, like I kept on saying before, I wanted to upgrade. Needed to upgrade, and it seems like right now the club seems like the best weapon for me to do. So basically just went over here, bought a bunch of Titanite shards I was going to be needing, just making sure I still had enough souls I could actually level up, and brought the club up to at least +4. So we still got more souls I have to get so I can get Titanite shard, bring it up to +5. I was able to just buy it one more time, and I think I had just enough to bring it up to a +5. So now we got a +5 club that will at least help us out a bit, and then we can even have enough to make it into a +6, I believe I made it, or because I think it was, if I made it into a raw, it was actually less than what I was going to get. So I decided, and also for some reason raw brought it down to a B scaling for some reason. Don't know why. I thought that the raw would bring it up even more, but we brought it up to a +6. And we will still need large Titanite shards. So I know that once I get down to Blighttown, I can farm those big giant slugs for large Titanite shards to bring this bad boy up. Because if we're going to be running with the club, I want to at least bring all my hammers up as much as I can to maybe even +10, +15, whatever. But yeah, no, so far we're doing good. Now the original plan I had for coming back to Northern Undead Asylum before Blighttown was simply to test out, one, how the hammer dealt with these guys. And I mean, it just goes to show that it does take them at least out in one hit. So I was like, okay, I'm happy with that. And I also wanted to do the Snuggly thing. Did a few things just to trade a few items, but I couldn't remember for the life of me where Snuggly was, or Pickle Pea, or wherever you want, Pump a Rump, whatever this one was called. But once I did eventually find it, I did decide to stay a little bit just to do a few little trading every now and then just to get some things. And it required me to cut in and out, obviously. But yeah, this is when I found out that the sack could be made into the Demon Great Hammer. So I theoretically have 2 now. While I was here, I decided I might as well clear out this area. So we came back to our good old friend who gave us the SS Flask, and decided to try to knock him out, all that. But also, I wanted to see if my parrying skills were still just as good as I remember it. Because I haven't been doing a lot of parrying for obvious reasons, and I'm just like, oh man, that's a lot of damage on there, and I got the second one right off the get-go. So I was able to easily kill him, basically with 2 parries, getting the crest shield, and all done with that. But you know, there's still all these Black Knights that we have to worry about, and I was very scared of these guys, because I was thinking to myself, oh boy, the Black Knights. How well am I going to be able to fight them? Well, had our first chance right here to basically see it, and luckily, I was able to just parry them just as well, and that's basically it, really. Just kept on going around parrying all the Black Knights. Didn't get any of their weapons, at least not, yeah, didn't get any of their weapons, but basically brought our way all the way back down here just so that we can get the particular doll. There was one thing I wanted to try before we go, because I thought maybe I could have a good chance of beating the stray demon while down here. Completely forgot about getting rid of these guys, and I learned my lesson pretty hard about the blast radius and how much damage it actually took. So first, decided to use my new level 6, or it could be level 5, I think it really is, hammer, and I was like, oh boy, that damage. I was like, yeah, that's definitely not going to be working out for me, and oh boy, let's just say I did die quite a lot, and you'll basically just see a small compilation of all my deaths. Yeah, this fight was not fun for me, and at the end I don't even beat him. I do just basically give up, because I'm like, okay, yeah, it's not going to work out. It's definitely not going to work out for me at all for where I am right now. We're still too weak, and as you can see from the numbers, it's still going up. But basically, I think we're going to end it here for this one. We were able to beat at least 2 bosses. I think I'm going to try to do that for every video, depending on how short it is. Do about 2 videos per, or 2 bosses per video, just to get this going on. And next episode, we'll definitely be doing Blighttown, and then going on from there. We got the Blighttown, then we got Sen's Fortress, and just to see how we can go on from there. But either way, thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button if you want to see more. Leave a comment, doesn't matter what it is, could be chicken butt for all I know. And also, be sure to check out Lord Joseph Roth's video. Leave a link in the description below. Check him out as well. Until next time, it's been HeyhoBrando, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.